Welcome to Estes Park, Colorado. I'm going to walk you through the PourMyBeer self-pour station setup. Our partners at Micro Matic ship these through freight companies. Keep in mind, the freight companies are not responsible for getting the self-pour station inside of the business. They will deliver it either in front or the back of your establishment. You'll be able to schedule that with them and pick the time window that works for you when the self-pour station arrives to your area. Keep in mind, the self-pour station itself weighs 700 pounds, and with the crate, it's 900 pounds. So you will want to have a good plan in place to ensure that you and your team can safely get the self-pour station inside of the business. Now you have two options. You can either pay for PourMyBeer installer to travel to your site to help you set up your self-pour station here, or you can take the more common path and have the installer help you remotely. In this video, our PourMyBeer Rockstar installer Alan and our actor for the day and I will walk you through the setup of your self-pour station. The first step is to uncrate and unwrap the unit. Remove all boxes with the equipment from inside the cooler and double check everything looks good. Step 2 is to place your station in your desired location. As I've mentioned earlier, this unit is very heavy, so you want to try to avoid having to move it around often. Step 3. Verify that all parts and equipment are provided. You should find these pieces inside your unit in the cooler space. Glycol mix, gas regulators, battery backup, server, monitor, keyboard and mouse, RFID cards, car charger with power cord, network switch power cable, and backup battery. Step 4. Schedule your installation with your remote PourMyBeer installer. It's a perfect time to email them about your availability and let them know any POS information if you are utilizing one of our POS integrations. And if you are utilizing Untap integration, make sure to let them know the credentials as well. Setting up your server. Step 5. Plug in your computer and its equipment. For all remote installation, it's important to start with setting up the server so our remote technicians can easily guide you through the rest of the process. Start by bringing the server and monitor to the desired location, ideally your office, and plug them both in. Connect your mouse and keyboard, and finally, plug in the Internet cable in the back of your computer. Step 6. Set up TeamViewer and call your PourMyBeer installer. Open the app called TeamViewer, which should already be installed on your computer. If it's not, please install TeamViewer yourself. If you have not done so yet, this is the right time to call your dedicated PourMyBeer contact with whom you have scheduled this remote installation. Setting up your check-in station. Step 7. Plug in your check-in station. Bring the check-in station to your desired location and plug it in. Also, plug in the network cable. Bringing your self-pour station to life. Step 8. Fill the glycol reservoir. This is very important to do before you plug the unit in because as soon as you plug it in, the pump for the glycol will turn on. So first, you will need to fill the glycol reservoir inside the cooler with the bottle of glycol mix included in the unit. The pump should be submerged in the mixture. This will prevent any damage to the cooling pump. Step 9. Plug the unit in. After plugging the unit into electricity, you should see the screens and RFID card readers light up. Step 10. Connect regulators to the appropriate gas cylinder. The blue line goes to the nitrogen tank and the red line goes to the CO2 tank. Then turn on the gas. Step 11. Connect products. Connect the couplers to the kegs so this unit can dispense your desired beverages. Step 12. Make sure the valves are in the on position. Check the valves on the regulators and panels inside are on. Step 13. Connect the self-pour station to the server. Now it's time to connect the self-pour station to the server via a Cat6 cable. Step 14. Configure your PourMyBeer screens and verify tap compensation is on. At this point, your PourMyBeer installer will walk you through the process of configuring your PourMyBeer screens, and they will walk you through the tap compensation feature and ensure it's turned on. Step 15. Create a cleaning cart. In order to start testing, you will need to have your pour carts. We recommend creating a cleaning cart so you are not limited by the amount of liquid that can be poured through for testing purposes. Step 16. Ensure each line pours the correct product and verify the taps are calibrated. It's time to start testing. You first need to ensure each line pours a product that's meant to be poured through that specific line. The installer will also walk you through ensuring that your calibration is set up correctly. Step 17. Learn how your POS integration works with PourMyBeer. If your business utilizes any of our many POS integrations, your PourMyBeer installer will walk you through the workflows with your specific POS. Step 18. Time to pour. PourMyBeer tip: if possible, keep your kegs cold in another cooler so you can enjoy the pouring earlier and do not have to wait until the beverages in the kegs get cold enough. Once the keg temperature reaches 36 to 38 degrees Fahrenheit, it's time to pour your first drink. Use the Allen wrench to adjust pressure if needed. CO2 regulator should be set at 14 to 15 psi and nitrogen at 8 to 10 psi. Now it's time for the fun testing.